joining me tonight in Austin, Texas is bassist and vocalist of New Age British heavy metal legends, Raven, Mr. John Gallagher. How you doing today, John?
I'm doing fine. We're happy to be down in Austin after many years. It's quite the music town from what I'm seeing, which is awesome.
Fill us in about the Kickstarter campaign that was recently launched to fund the new record.
Yeah, we just started that. We're actually about just over halfway into the record. We pretty much got basics done. And it seemed more obvious the longer we went into this that it was going to cost more than the budget we have. We have a good relationship with our record company, SPV, but this is going to cost about twice as much as the last one due to the extra rehearsals, the extra writing time, because me, Mark and Joe live all over the country. We're not like in each other's back pockets. So getting a rehearsal hall and doing all this stuff, that took an awful lot of money just to start with. We took a lot of time writing the record and condensing and looking and going, does this part suck? Could we do a better part? Is this something obvious that we've done a million times before? Get rid of it to come up with something different, or cut to the quick. The riff is king. Bring the riff out, and having very strong melodies as well. So you've got like very heavy songs with great melodies, which it's kind of our thing. So we made that happen. The Kickstarter just started. There's going to be all kinds of rewards. One of them is in the middle of rehearsing, we did like an 11-track cover album, which is a fun thing for us.
Party Killers.
Party Killers. That came up with years ago in Germany. We got invited to a party, and our manager's at the time's nephew or son was the DJ. He's playing all this horrible dance music in this big place, like about 100 people. And we said, can you play Sheer Heart Attack of Queen Live Killers? Which is just like all the way through. And the floor emptied instantly, and we were standing, well, please no. Party Killers. So
you'll be doing
songs that would do, songs that would, we didn't actually do that, songs that would clear the dance floor, but what it really is like we used to have this little red box that we kept our 45 singles in when we were kids. So it's a lot of the songs that were on those singles that we had, like we do a David Bowie track, we do Slade, Sweets, Status Quo, Deep Purple.
Which Slade track are you doing?
Take Me Back Home. And it has the vibe, it sounds just like the original, it's great. We do Fireball by Deep Purple, Is There a Better Way by Status Quo, Hang On To Yourself by David Bowie, which is like nuts, that's really crazy. Cockroach by The Sweet, one of the heavier tunes. Nazareth track, Too Bad, Too Sad. So it was a lot of fun for us. And we do Ogre Battle by Queen as well.
And the only place people can get that is...
Will be with a Kickstarter. It'll be one of the bonus things here, exactly.
So as it stands right now, the plan is for you guys to work with producer Kevin 131 Gutierrez at Assembly Line Studios.
Yeah, Kevin's basically our engineer. We're producing ourselves, but Kevin's very intuitive as a musician and worked so well with him last time. We didn't want to break a winning team, we just wanted to take it to the next level.
So what would you say were some things that inspired you from a lyrical standpoint on the new record?
Well, there's usually the one thing which is triumph over adversity, which we've always had a lot of adversity, because basically whatever this band's got, it's got off its own back, we've done it ourselves. There hasn't been a lot of handouts or help from, one way or another, not that we're always asking for it, but it's basically telling people that, if you do put in that extra effort, things will happen. And don't be discouraged. Because like my brother was facing death.
Yeah.
Literally. And then they wanted to cut his legs off. And then he would never walk again. And he proved them all wrong. And that's inspiring enough for a concept album all of its own, I guess.
Mark has made a full recovery from the wall.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So how's it being out on the road for him? He's playing every night.
He's fine.
He's fine?
He's fine.
Well, that's great.
He's kicking us.
That's great.
Kicking us, definitely. Yeah.
So I really enjoyed watching your new 2-disc DVD set, A Long Day's Journey.
Yeah.
That must have been a massive undertaking, compiling all the concert interviews.
It was horrific. Mark did it, and he was nearly in hospital by the end of it. He had eyes that looked like road maps. And you know, he wouldn't take calls, he wouldn't listen to anything I said, he just plowed on like 14 hours a day. I think he was addicted to those 5-hour energy drinks and Red Bull. Oh God. Yeah, the biggest problem with an undertaking like that is it's not like, if you start from scratch, like you guys, if you were going to do something, you'd be with your one camera, it's all the same format. This is insane. And you have the thing like, we've got brand new footage which looks awesome, and then we've got footage that looks like transmissions from Venus. How do you try and, you know, try and make it work? And it was very difficult, but I think he did a really good job on it.
What was it like for you to go through all that archival concert footage?
Well, a lot of it I've never seen.
Did it bring back a lot of memories in some cases?
Yeah, definitely. And it was great having people like our peers on talking, you know, like Lars Ulrich,
Yeah.
Dave Elson. You know, said some really nice things about Chuck Billy. Our old producer, Steve Thompson from Newcastle, did a really funny part on there.
Ron Quintana from Metal Mania.
Ron, Brian Lowe, you know, people like that. That was really awesome. I had a friend in California who said, "Oh, I'll round everyone up, I'll do interviews." And we saw the stuff afterwards. I mean, Lars talked for like 3/4 of an hour.
Wow.
Couldn't even use it all. And it was all very complimentary and really, really cool. You know, so.
You still keep in contact with Lars?
Well, funny enough, right after that, we were negotiating dates for Brazil, and our contact over there said, "Did you know that Metallica's playing Sao Paulo when we're going to be in Sao Paulo?"
Oh wow.
He says, "Do you have any contact with him?" I says, "Kind of. We got in contact with him because of the DVD." This is ask. So I asked, and they said yes. So we got to open for Metallica at a 70,000 football stadium.
Wow.
Which was
That's amazing.
very cool. And we got there, you know, we met Lars in October of last year. He came to the San Francisco gig. So that would be the first time in a million years we've seen him. And then at the show, we got to hang out with them for 10-15 minutes before they played. And that's the first time we've seen, you know, James and Kirk. It was pretty emotional, you know. It was very cool seeing you guys after all this time.
That was really cool. So you guys completed your first full-scale tour of the U.S. since 1989 last year when you toured with fellow New Wave of British Heavy Metal alumni Diamond Head. And here we are now, and you're back out on the road again. Would you say that signing with SPV Steamhammer has made touring the U.S. any easier for you guys? Have they been pretty supportive as a label?
They've always been supportive. We didn't actually have them last year. The last album came out on another label, and it wasn't really working out for us. So we've changed. This one's basically going to be out pretty much worldwide, other than South America and Japan with SPV. They were a little hamstrung last time because the album came out in Japan about a year earlier, because the other labels we wanted to work with were having difficulties or what have you. They had to straighten themselves out. So it kind of was a little haphazard the way that came out. This time it'll all come out at the same time, and that combined with a Kickstarter thing at the same time, it's a unified front, and that's going to make a big difference.
So I know right before this current tour started, you guys stepped in place of Metal Church to play some shows with your good friends from Accept out in California. That must have been amazing. How was that?
That was great. We knew we were doing two of them. We'd been asked by the tour manager to do Los Angeles and to do New York. But then when Metal Blade dropped out, we did the San Diego show, which was awesome, a club out there. And then it was just the two of us, so we got to play a little longer at the Savannah Theatre, and then the Gramercy was always just going to be us with it. And it's great. I mean, Accept are one of our favourite bands. We're from their peers, we're from the same time and all the rest of it. I mean, we know Mark, the new singer, forever. And they toured with us with TT Quick way back when.
You did that benefit out there.
That's right. And I got to sing "You Bastards" on Bloody Sabbath for Mark. I ran across the parking lot on stage and went "You Bastards" and then ran back off again and left. It was funny. But no, Accept were great. You know, the Total Pros, and the new album's awesome. And it was great to get out there and, you know, put some real metal out there. I mean, the New York show was completely sold out. We did great in LA. It's a good little bump for this, you know.
So we were just speaking about Lars just a second ago, and I did my homework and found out that you guys performed right here in Austin, Texas at a club called The Nightlife back in August of 1983. Do you have any memories about passing through Texas on that tour?
I remember passing through Texas doing certain shows, not specifically this one. I remember being in some venue, I don't know where it was, maybe Odessa, and we were setting up the equipment, and the door was banged open like in a movie, and a phalanx of police walked in, headed by this lady marshal with a mirrored sunglasses and a pump-action shotgun. Gentlemen, someone's been caught smoking marijuana outside. I want you to pack up all your equipment and leave town immediately.
Oh, wow.
Yes, ma'am! So I remember that. I remember playing Dallas, I think, or at least outside of Dallas. Maybe it was Tyler.
Good crowd?
Yeah. There was a local band playing. It was funny because they had a bass player that was playing with distortion and playing solos. And then Cliff got up and was playing distortion, playing solos. And I got up and we were laughing, going, yeah, you're never going to see a night like this ever again.
I wonder who that was.
I don't know, he was a good guy, but a good player. So
how did you end up celebrating your 56th birthday this past Wednesday? Were you guys still in Oklahoma? Were you on the road, or did you?
We were in, where were we? We were in Dallas. We played in Dallas. So it wasn't much of a celebration. I think we had apple pie at Denny's, so it was great. No strippers, no drunken orgies or anything like that. Just apple pie.
Yeah. So, any last words for your fans watching at home? Is the plan still the Extermination come out in February, or when can people expect that out?
It will be coming out in February. It's, like I said, it's going to blow your mind out, and you can tell them about it because I'm going to play them a little bit of it afterwards, just to hear it. We just love the songs. There's not a weak song on the whole thing. We're being incredibly critical about it, and we'll be playing a couple tonight.
Awesome. Can't wait to hear that. Well, thanks so much for your time, John. I know you're a super busy guy, but I really appreciate you.
Thank you, and everyone out there, thanks again for your support. Check out ravenlunatics.com, the whole Kickstarter roll. Check it out. We'll see you on the road. Thank you.